Hari Om and welcome to all the divine Atmajyotis. Let us begin our today's satsang with prayers. I request all of you to sit straight, close your eyes, bring your hands in Namaste, and please repeat after me. Or you can repeat along with me, but please be on mute. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Salutations to the divine in all of you. Om Guru Brahma Guru Vishnu Guru Devo Maheshwaraha Guru Sakshat Parabrahma Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha. Guru is the creator, preserver, and the transformer. Guru is above all this. Salutations to that Shri Guru. Narayana Samarambham Shankaracharya Madhyamam Asmadacharya Paryantam Vande Guru Paramparam Sadashiva Samarambham Shankaracharya Madhyamam Asmadacharya Paryantam Vande Guru Paramparam. Beginning with Narayana and Adi Shankaracharya and up to our own Gurus and Acharyas, I bow down with reverence to the entire tradition of Guru Parampara, beginning with Sadashiva and through Adi Shankaracharya and up to our own Gurus and Acharyas. I bow down with reverence to the entire tradition of Gurus. Om Dhyana Moolam Gurur Murtihi Puja Moolam Gurur Padam Mantra Moolam Gurur Vakyam Moksha Moolam Guru Krupa. The root of meditation is the form of the Guru. The root of worship is the feet of the Guru, meaning the path that the Guru walks. He is our role model. The root of mantra is the word of the Guru. The root of liberation is the grace of the Guru. To such a Shri Guru, our salutations. He is the root of salvation. Om Bhur Bhuvasvaha Tat Savitur Varenyam Bhargo Devasya Dhimahi Dhiyo Yonna Prachodayat. The one who is pervading all the three spaces, earth, space, and beyond. That divine light, Atmajyoti. May that Atmajyoti awaken all of our intellect. Hari Om, and I welcome all the divine Atmajyotis to today's Bhagavad Gita Satsang. Before we get into Bhagavad Gita and contemplating and understanding, let us perform dhyana to silence our mind. Dhyana is a very powerful way by which we can silence our mind, and only in the silent mind can we see new possibilities. Like how when the board is clean, and then only you can write. When there is no sound is when you have options to create any sound. Like that, when the mind is silent, you can create what you wish to, what you need to, whatever that is beneficial for everyone. So let us do today's Gayatri Dhyana. So first of all, I request all of you to sit straight. And during the Gayatri Dhyana, we'll be chanting Gayatri Mantra for 9 times. And after that, we will be in silence for a few moments. And after that, we will open our eyes after I give the instructions. So let us begin our Gayatri Mantra Japa today. Please sit straight. Keep your back erect. Gently bend your head backwards, slightly. Close your eyes. Keep your inner vision in between your eyebrows, where you keep the kumkum or the vibhuti. That place is Agna Chakra, the seat of higher intelligence. Let us see Surya Bhagavan in the Agna Chakra. Let us offer our respects and gratitude to Surya Bhagavan, who is the source of energy for all the things in this earth. With that sense of respect and gratitude, now let us chant Gayatri Mantra for 9 times. You can chant along with me on mute. Let us begin now. Om Bhurbhuvasvaha Tatsaviturvarenyam Bhargo Devasya Dhimahi Dhiyo Yonnah Prachodayat. Om Bhurbhuvasvaha Tatsaviturvarenyam Bhargo Devasya Dhimahi Dhiyo Yonnah Prachodayat. Om Bhurbhuvasvaha Tatsaviturvarenyam Bhargo Devasya Dhimahi Dhiyo Yonnah Prachodayat. Om Bhurbhuvasvaha Tatsaviturvarenyam Bhargo Devasya Dhimahi Dhiyo Yonnah Prachodayat. Om Bhurbhuvasvaha Tatsaviturvarenyam Bhargo Devasya Dhimahi Dhiyo Yonnah Prachodayat. Om Bhurbhuvasvaha Tatsaviturvarenyam Bhargo Devasya Dhimahi Dhiyo Yonnah Prachodayat. Om Bhurbhuvasvaha Tatsaviturvarenyam Bhargo Devasya Dhimahi Dhiyo Yonnah Prachodayat. Om Bhurbhuvasvaha Tatsaviturvarenyam Bhargo Devasya Dhimahi Dhiyo Yonnah Prachodayat. Om Bhurbhuvasvaha Tatsaviturvarenyam Bhargo Devasya Dhimahi Dhiyo Yonnah Prachodayat. Be in your natural silence. See how silent and clean your mind has become. This silent state of the mind is like a clean whiteboard. Let us create the most meaningful sentences for your life on this whiteboard. First of all, see yourself as a happy, healthy, peaceful, courageous, energetic, truthful, kind, wonderful being who brings out the best qualities from within and helps the others around to bring out their inner best. See your family members, mother, father, brothers, sisters, grandparents. See them all happy, healthy, and peaceful. See your friends, neighbors, teachers, all the known people. See them all happy, healthy, and peaceful. Sometimes, knowingly or unknowingly, through our words and actions, we may have hurt others, or others may have hurt us. If someone has hurt you, forgive them from your heart. If you have hurt them, seek forgiveness from the heart. Now see all the people in the world, whether you know them or not. See all of them happy, healthy, and peaceful. Now see all the beings, birds, animals, plants, river, mountain, stars, galaxies. See the entire existence happy, healthy, and peaceful. Once again, see yourself as a happy, healthy, peaceful, courageous, truthful, energetic, kind, wonderful being who brings out the best qualities from within and helps the others around to bring out their inner best. Become aware of your breath. Become aware of your body. Become aware of your surroundings. Gently scrub your palms. Give warmth to your eyes. Offer your respects and gratitude to all the divine Atmajyotis who are here today. and gently open your eyes. Wonderful. So before we take the next step, are there any questions? Anybody? Anything that you want to know? So, Hari Om Ramakrishna.
Hari Om Vijayji.
Who are the two wonderful ones next to you?
They are my cousins, Vijayji.
What is their name?
She is Akshara and she is Amulya.
Akshara and?
Amulya.
Amulya. Hari Om Akshara, Hari Om Amulya.
Hari Om.
Very nice to see both of you.
Actually, in iLead.
Yes. And then we also see Tejas. Hari Om Tejas.
Hari Om Vijayji.
Hari Om Keerthana. Hari Om Eschita. Hari Om Pramukh.
Hari Om sir. Hari Om Vijayji.
Wonderful. So, all of you must be waiting for the suspense. What's going to happen? And over to Manya to break the suspense. I don't know whether she'll break the suspense immediately, but here you go, Manya.
My pranams to all the divine Atmajyotis. I welcome all of you to Gayatri Trilogy, episode 3, the finale of these 3 exciting sessions. Like the previous class, we are going to start this episode as well with a challenge. Who wants to take up this challenge? Want you all to raise your hands. Let's recap in 30 seconds. Okay, let's see. Sure. So what does this challenge essentially mean? It means that in episode 2, the story we narrated and we all listened to and enjoyed so much, you'll have to narrate the entire thing in just 30 seconds with a timer on. Quickly raise your hands. I see that Snigdha, do you want to do it? Last week, you really wanted to do that. Do you want to do it now?
Because that time I remembered, like I forgot a little bit of the story.
Okay. Who remembers? Who has a nice memory here? And who's going to tell us? Actually, Snigdha, you can do it. I'm sure you remember some part. It's all right if you skip some of it. I'll help you if you miss something.
Okay.
Go on. Your time starts now.
So Sage Vashishta had like another disciple. I forgot his name. So he wanted to go to heaven because he wanted to go to heaven. So I'm forgetting those names.
It's all right. You can just skip Trishanku's part and tell us.
So he had gone to heaven.
Yeah.
And then all the sages were angry.
Right. Excellent. So this was the one of the main parts we covered. Yes. Right. Very good, Snigdha. So this was one of the main parts we covered. Apart from this, we also saw how Vishwamitra quickly finished the war. Actually, he lost the war because Kamadhenu had produced so many warriors. And that is how Kaushika had lost the war and Vashishta won the war. Later, we saw how different ways the King Kaushika tried, and he did so many intense penances, and finally he was able to receive the status of a Maharishi. But he still wanted to become a Brahmarishi, and that is the reason Indra had come in the form of poor Brahmin to beg for alms. And we also saw how Kaushika was staying in without food in fast for many years, and now he was about to break his fast. Now we were in complete suspense whether or not he will pass this test by offering his food. But before we begin, here's a fun fact. I want to ask you all, do you know how to make a story that you are listening to more interesting? I'll tell you. You can make the story you're listening more interesting by imagination. So whatever I'm narrating now, I want you all to visualize and imagine that. So if I tell you that King Kaushika is walking down the hills, you should remember, you should kind of visualize the hill and make sure that he walks down the hill. Make a picture, and in the end, you should tell me how much of a difference that makes. Now, without further ado, let's quickly begin the story. So we saw how Indra was in the form of a poor Brahmin, begged for food. And without a moment of hesitation or thought, quickly King Kaushika handed over his part of food. And without even waiting for the reply or any other statement, he quickly closed his eyes and went into deep meditation because he wanted the status of Brahmarishi to tackle sage Vashishta. Here, Indra is very happy. Lord Indra quickly returns to heaven and he convinces Brahma to come and get in front of King Kaushika and declare that he is a Brahmarishi. But Brahma is still not convinced. He says that this is not the time. I don't think he deserves to be a Brahmarishi so soon. But still, because all of them were forcing them so much and they were afraid on what King Kaushik would do if they still did not declare him as a Brahmarishi, they appeared in front of him, blessed King Kaushika, and declared him as a Brahmarishi. Now, Brahma says, you are a Brahmarishi. King Kaushika, your wishes has been fulfilled. King Kaushika says, it is very nice that you are telling me I'm a Brahmarishi, but I want to become the best Brahmarishi ever. Brahma says, we will see. My child, for now, you continue your penance. Here, now that King Kaushik has realized he is the Brahmarishi, the only thing he wants to do now is to run to the sage Vashishta and tell him that I am the Brahmarishi. I am also a Brahmarishi, and snatch Kamadenu's daughter Nandini from sage Vashishta. So he rushes to the ashram of sage Vashishta. Here, sage Vashishta and his wife are having a conversation exactly at the time when King Kaushika comes near their hermitage. He hears to a name, and that's none other than his own name. They're talking about King Kaushik. So he quickly hides behind the tree and listens to what they're conversing. The wife of sage Vashishta says, why don't you just tell sorry or just declare him as the Brahmarishi and just say, okay, you've just won. What is the need of all of this havoc and the kind of conflict you're having between each other? Now, the reply that sage Vashishta gives is very important. He says, I can't do so because I love King Kaushik from all my heart. He's my beloved. I want him to continue his practice. But now, if I tell him that you are the Brahmarishi and that everything between us is sorted, then I'm afraid that he might just stop his penance here and go back to his kingdom and start living lavishly. Because I know that he is not yet come out of the jealousy or the enmity he has within him for me. Though he has overcome all the other bad qualities, he still has this one quality which I want him to remove from himself with this practice. So I can't do it. It's all right that if I become a bad person in his eyes, I don't mind. But I want him to become a good person and to become the best version of himself and to become the one who has truly realized Brahman. Hearing this, King Kaushika's eyes are filled with tears. He starts crying. All my life, this guru, my guru, sage Vashishta has been blessing me. It's because of him that I was able to rule such a vast kingdom. And I disobeyed and disrespected my own guru. For what? For a cow, for materialistic things that the cow will gift me. Only for that, I went against my own guru. He was ashamed of himself. He did not even have the courage to go and stand in front of sage Vashishta. Now, he was overcome with so much of love, and there was not a pinch of bad quality within him. And he was so much filled with love for the world that he was then renamed as Vishwamitra. Yes, the same sage Vishwamitra that we all know and we've all heard of is King Kaushik himself. This is not only the story of the discovery or of how Gayatri Mantra came into existence, but also the story of the transformation of King Kaushik to Vishwamitra. Vishwamitra, let us understand his state of mind or his persona through his name that he has now received. In Vishwamitra, the word Vishwa means the universe, and the word Mitra means the friend. So Vishwa Mitra means the friend of the universe. And who is a friend? The one who loves that friend, and the one who is ready to do anything for the friend who is in need, to help him all the time and to always want the best for that person. Such is friendship. And such was the love that Vishwamitra had for the universe and all the entities in universe. So now he did not want to be a Brahmarishi at all, but he became a Brahmarishi. The moment he lost the desire to be a Brahmarishi, that very moment he became a Brahmarishi. This is the irony of this story. Now he did not meditate to become a Brahmarishi or to gather any other title. He meditated only for the well-being of the university. He meditated only to find peace, only to be one with the Brahman, not to be a Brahmarishi. This is when, after years of penance, Lord Vishnu himself appeared. He blessed him. What else do you want? Why are you meditating? He says, I am not meditating to get anything. I have everything in me. Whatever I need is me. I've realized that. I don't see any other purpose in my life. I just want to meditate. Lord Vishnu, who knew that said Vishwamitra had such feelings for the universe, Lord Vishnu had a task, but he wanted to give this task to a person who would love the universe like his own children and would do anything for him, for the universe. And he knew that there could be no better person than Vishwamitra himself. So he says, I have a task for you. You had such a great willpower. In a human body, you were able to overcome all the bad qualities and you were able to realize me. And you became a Brahmarishi. But what about the people who come later on in time? They will not have such willpower. There will be destruction only in the coming ages. So what about those people? You do have compassion on them, don't you? Don't you want to find a solution for that? And Lord Vishnu disappears. Sage Vishwamitra is a Brahmarishi. A Brahmarishi has nothing called as time. So do you know what he did? He had a question. What is destruction? What will happen in the coming time? He time travels. He time travels to find out what will happen in the future. He takes another human body form and he moves from this particular time to the time in future to find out what was happening. He travels not a year or two forward in time, but yugas, which are hundreds and thousands of years. He travels from Satya Yuga, Treta Yuga, Dwapara Yuga to Kali Yuga. He notices how suffering has increased, how the bad qualities in human beings have increased, how they don't have any compassion towards other living beings like the plants and other animals. But what shocked him most is the Kali Yuga. He was devastated seeing the state of people in the Kali Yuga. He was overcome with compassion, but more than compassion, it was grief and sorrow, because he had now realized what his children would go through: war, death, suffering, and greed for money, nothing else. He was so touched that he started meditating. He started meditating to see what could be done. He was so much in suffering just by seeing the suffering. He meditated day and night, weeks, months, years, thousands of years, 2000s of years. He kept meditating and meditating and meditating. One such day, when he was meditating, do you know what happened? He heard a sound. And as soon as he heard that sound, he realized that his mind was calming down. There was something happening. He also felt a vibration on his Agnya Chakra. Yes, the same place where we all focused during the Gayatri Dhyana. He noticed that vibration. He started feeling some kind of joy, some kind of bliss. He had no worry. Now he knew this sound was the solution. He focused on his Agnya Chakra and tried to listen to what that sound was. He started making sense. The sound he could imagine on his forehead through his third eye. He could imagine this sound started with Om. It was written in different syllables. He could make sense of what those syllables are. It was written in 3 lines. And that powerful shloka is none other than the Gayatri mantra. Let us all chant the Gayatri mantra now. Please fold your hands and keep your back straight and start chanting along with me. Om Bhurbhuvasvaha Tatsaviturvarenyam Bhargo Devasya Dhimahi Diyo Yo Nah Prachodayat. What does this mantra mean? In simple terms, we say, O Master of the Universe, our Protector, the one who takes away all our sufferings and one who gives us happiness and contentment, we contemplate and meditate to the Creator of the universe in the form of His knowledge and pure bliss and brilliance. Please motivate us to perform good deeds. It is said that only the chanting of the God's name and mantras that are so powerful like Gayatri mantra can save us and help us pass this difficult time of the Kali Yuga, where humanity seems like have lost its value and meaning. Sage Vishwamitra tried researching more on the Gayatri mantra. He realized its meaning, its essence, and the benefits one receives. Let us see what are the few benefits. But before that, it was Sage Vishwamitra himself. Once he realized the Gayatri mantra, he did not stop there and keep it to himself, because he loved the entire universe and had such deep friendship and love towards them. He spread this mantra far and wide, taught it to all of his students, and requested them to teach their students. And such is how the Gayatri mantra has passed on from generation to generation and generation. Let us see what are the benefits. The Gayatri mantra uplifts one's consciousness. It develops a strong intuition. It improves sleep pattern and appetite, improves immunity. It increases concentration and learning. It helps keep our heart healthy. It improves the working of our nerves. It strengthens our mind and gives us inner glow. All of these I've told you in simple terms, so I'm sure you understand the meaning of these benefits. But what is the secret? How exactly, when we chant a 4-line or a 3-line mantra written in a language which most of us don't really understand in present times, how is it able to give us so many benefits? That is the secret of vibrations. Physics has already shown us that everything in the world is energy or vibration. Many of us must have read the same in our school textbooks. Our body, which is also made of pure energy, and the cells, all of them vibrate at a specific frequency. And through some Sanskrit mantras, when we resonate in balance, we experience a state of peace and relaxation and good health. Our ancient seekers and sages knew about this world of vibration far before modern science ever thought of it. Our ancestors developed an exact science of transcendental vibration to release the mind of all the anxieties of material life, the Maya. And such things are called as mantras. Such vibrations and sounds are called as mantra. And the very term mantra literally means that which heals. Of the many mantras we might know, the Gayatri mantra holds utmost importance. The Gayatri mantra is mentioned in the Rig Veda. It is made in the most sacred Vedic meter or chandas, as we saw in the very first episode. This chandas is known as the Gayatri meter. There are several modern studies that show that the recitation of the Gayatri mantra within this chandas increases the synchronicity of the cardiovascular rhythm and also increases the barrel reflex sensitivity. These findings suggest that the recitation of mantra at a specific frequency induces favorable psychological and physiological effects. In the Patanjali Yoga Sutra, it is mentioned that any mantra that we chant, it is very important that we know the meaning behind it and that we chant it with utmost purity and devotion. It is also important that we pronounce these mantras correctly. And that is how, through these 3 sessions, we have mastered these various different dimensions of the Gayatri mantra. And we've also thanked the people behind it. We've understood how a Gayatri mantra is able to give us so many benefits. But this is not it. There are so many other benefits. And it is completely astonishing on how vibrations affect our body. Therefore, there are so many other secrets. There are infinite benefits of this mantra. And there are so many more experiences. So, all of these experiences and this journey of exploring and identifying the benefits and the different mysteries will not end in this Gayatri series. But this is a journey which we have all started, and this will go on throughout our life. So we shall all, throughout our life, focus and try to identify the different benefits, because as we saw, it has such deep connection with our original form, that is the vibration or the light of the self. With that, we come to an end of the series, but it gives us a new beginning and a new perspective to the mantra we've all been chanting throughout our life. I hope all of you enjoyed today's story session. And here's something you'll enjoy even more, and that is the quiz time. So we have 3 questions. I request all of you, if you know the answer, please raise your hand, and whoever raises their hand first will receive a chance to answer. Let's not waste any time and move forward. The first question is, who was Raja Rishi Kaushika renamed as? Option A, Brahmarishi Valmiki. Option B, Brahmarishi Vishwamitra. Option C, Brahmarishi Vashishta. Or option D, Brahmarishi Varuna. I have a look on the participants list. I see that Tejas has raised his hand first. Go ahead, Tejas.
Brahmarishi Vishwamitra.
Excellent, Tejas. You're right. Your answer is correct. It's Brahmarishi Vishwamitra. Our next question, what does Vishwamitra mean? Friend of humans, friend of God, friend of universe, or both A and B? Yes, Snigdha, unmute yourself and give the answer.
Friend of universe.
Excellent, excellent, Snigdha. The correct answer is friend of the universe. The third and the final question of this amazing quiz time is, which of the following is the benefit of chanting the Gayatri mantra? With devotion, definitely, and correct pronunciation. Option A, improved intuition. Option B, better concentration. Option D, strengthened mind. Or option D, all of the above. Yes, Pramukh. What do you think is the answer?
It's all of the above.
Very good. I really appreciate all of you who have raised your hand and those who were able to answer, and also those who did not raise their hand but listened to the story intently and answered to yourself. Excellent. A huge round of applause to all the divine Atmajyotis. Let us now move to the next interesting session of today's class, and that is the Shloka Bhagavad Gita contemplation and chanting. I request Namit to please guide us through.
Looks
Thank
like
you,
Keerthana
Master.
has a question. Sorry, Namit. Keerthana, do you have a question?
Actually, I forgot to lower my hand, I think.
Okay, all right, yeah. Sorry, Namit. Please go on.
It's okay, sir. Hari Om to all the Atmajyotis. Welcome to another session of Bhagavad Gita. So now we have the most important part of the session, and it is the Shloka. We are learning Shloka 2.40, which is Nehābhikrama-nāśho. Who wants to volunteer to chant this? Okay, Keerthana, sure.
Yeah.
So everybody please join your hands and close your eyes and chant the shloka along with Keerthana. Let's start. Nehābhikrama-nāśhosti
Nehābhikrama-nāśhosti
pratyavayo na vidyate
pratyavayo na vidyate
svalpamapyasya dharmasya
swalpamapyasya dharmasya
trayate mahato bhayat.
trayate mahato bhayat.
So what the shloka means is that if even a very small effort to by asking the question, who am I, or doing self-enquiry, even if you put a small effort by asking the question, who am I, or where did I come from, and what is the purpose of this life, and am I really this body? By asking these questions, it can save us from the great danger. What is this danger? It's the danger of the fear in our life and all the negativity. It avoids us from the ego or the ahankara. It saves us even if we put a little effort. And there's no loss by doing this. That's why we need to do self-enquiry. Then even if we put an effort, because in life we are very busy, we have so many things to do. But still, if we dedicate some time or do some thing in self-enquiry, it can save us and we can lead a happy life if we follow the teachings of self-knowledge. Are you clear, Keerthana?
Yeah, I'm clear.
Okay. Now, if you don't have any questions, we can move. Let's see what you have understood. Or else, if you have questions, you can raise your hands. I'll come to you one by one. Looks like all of you are clear and have understood the shloka very clearly. So now I want to know what you have understood. Each of you are creative. Each of you have different views, and of course, they're mostly correct. So again, please raise your hands, and I'll give everyone a chance. Whoever have raised your hands, I'll give a chance. Yes, Keerthana, go ahead.
What I understood is like even asking really small questions like who am I really? Am I the body? Or something like that can save us from any difficulties in our lives. Like we have 24 hours in our day. So even asking, like thinking who am I really, even for 1 minute, can save us from a lot of difficulties. Is what I understood.
Excellent, Keerthana. So yeah, like you told, we in 24 hours, not 1 minute, and even a few seconds or few minutes, like you told, can save us from the great danger of the ego or the trap of life. There is so much of trap in life. We fall into something and we are trapped. So it saves us if we put a little effort in self-inquiry. Next, we have Snigdha.
Okay, so my understanding is it does questions and or think about something.
Snigdha, your voice is very low and we are not.
Okay, now can you hear me?
Yeah, better.
Okay, so what I understood is that if we ask questions to ourselves or if we do something to keep us occupied, we'll be able to like forget about our fears and the negativity. Like most of us have a lot of fears. So if we ask questions to ourselves, it may occupy some time, and we also may forget about like the evil and everything. That's all I understand.
Snigdha, can you repeat the last part of what you told?
So if we if we ask questions to ourselves or we occupy our time by something else, then we'll be able to forget about we'll forget about all the negativity, and it also can occupy some time.
Excellent. Excellent, Snigdha. Next, we have Yaschita.
Yeah, what I understood that even life's most useless questions may help us escape great difficulties. You may ask yourself, why am I even asking these silly questions? But you may not know what the danger is upcoming.
Good, but what a correction is that who am I and where did I come from is not something useless. It's something useful. That's why it's able to save you from danger. For example, something saves you from danger. It is not useless. It is useful. That's why it has saved you from danger. So who am I and where did I come from is not danger. Even though it might look like it's something silly, but it's not useless. It is useful. That's why Krishna himself has told it can save us from danger. But other than that, whatever you told was correct. Next, we have Tejas.
I actually have a question.
Yeah.
I didn't quite understand how asking yourself who am I and where did I come from. I didn't really understand how that works.
Okay. So now, if you ask who am I, you now we have understood that the true self is Atma or God Himself. So when you ask these questions to yourself, it saves you from danger. now if you think you are the body, what happens is whatever happens to the body, you think it is happening to you. For example, in this finger, you get hurt and blood is bleeding. Then you think, I am getting blood. But if you realize that you are not this body, and even though you don't understand that your Atma, first, if you understand you're not the body, then what happens is automatically you can do self-inquiry. That itself is doing self-inquiry. So this then you're attached to the body, and that's why suffering is caused, because of attachment to the body mind. You're attached to the body mind and you associate yourself. The association with the body mind complex is what gives you suffering. That's why these questions are important. Who am I? And these questions can save you from danger. Are you clear?
Yes, now I'm clear.
Okay. So
Namit, I would like to add one more example to Eschita.
Yes.
Eschita, like how Namit said, let's say, you cut your finger and there is blood oozing out, and the blood is oozing out from the body. But if you get associated with that cut, you will feel a lot more painful. You will be crying. Likewise, if somebody comes and says, oh, you are very dumb. Oh, you are not looking good. So all these things can cause a feeling of hurt or can make you feel very sad. Why? Because you're deeply connected with, your body parts. Are you deeply connected with the idea that I'm very intelligent? So when somebody calls you dumb, you may feel, oh, they're hurting me. They're insulting me only. So what Krishna is telling us here is that first is, like Namit said, self-inquiry. Who am I truly? That is the first and foremost question that we need to have clarity about. Then likewise, anything that you in life, see, for example, when you are hungry, what will help you save you from hunger? Eschita?
Food.
Food. When you know, okay, for example, I'm hungry, I can go to my kitchen and I can see, are there any fruits? I can eat them. Or if there are no fruits, I know how to make some food, maybe rice or maybe Maggi, whatever, right? Then that little knowledge has helped you to become free from hunger, isn't it?
Yes, sir.
Likewise, the most fundamental question in life is about who are you truly? Who am I truly? So in any subject of life, whether it is physics, math, chemistry, biology, or hunger, thirst, in any area of life, having the right knowledge saves you, isn't it? Tomorrow, if let's say there is math exam, and if you've studied well, then that will help you to be free during the math exam. You can write well and pass. Similarly, the most fundamental question is knowing your own true self. That way, if anybody insults you, if anybody praises you, none of that will affect you. Or your body will also go through various changes. Sometimes there may be pain, sometimes there may be some disease. That also will not affect you. Why? Because you are not any of these parts. As a last example, imagine you have a car, and if your car has a flat tire, then will you sit and cry that my car is having a flat tire? No. What you will do? You will go to a mechanic and get it fixed. Likewise, you will learn, you will handle your body and mind in the best possible way. Is that clear?
Okay, sir.
All right. Thank you, Namit.
Thank you, sir, for making it more clear. Next, I saw somebody raising their hands. Yes, Tejas, you asked your question. So, do you also want to share your understanding?
Yes, I learned that you should, like, if supposing you get one injury, you should not think it happens to you. It happens to your body. Your soul is inside the body. The soul is indestructible. The body, the soul goes from one body to another. So that's what I learned.
Yeah. So, so can you tell what you understood? Is it mentioned in the shloka? So can you tell what you understood from this shloka? That injury is correct, but in this shloka, what it's telling is that with a little effort, it can save you from suffering of life. The day, yeah.
Yeah, little effort means just thinking about the small thing, right?
Yeah, thinking and asking yourself. Mainly, it's about asking yourself the question.
Okay.
Okay. Wonderful, Tejas. If nobody has questions, or if you have questions, you can ask, or else we can move on to the next part of the session.
I know all of you are enjoying the session a lot, right? The Bhagavad Gita session. And all of you have a special place for this Gita session. But what makes it so special? It made special by some special people. And who are those special people? The special people are some divine Atmajyotis like Namit, Keerthana, Shreyas, Snigdha, Tejas, Yashchita, all of you come join the class and make it so special. One such special person's birthday today. So let us all sing happy birthday to that special person. So who's that special person? First of all, let me not create more suspense. It is iLeader Keerthana. So I request all of you to sing happy birthday for her with your mics on mute if possible. I'll be playing a really nice thing that I'm sure all of you will enjoy. So let's start.
जन्मदिनमिदं मयि प्रिया सखे शन्तनोतु ते सर्वदा मुदं जन्मदिनमिदं मयि प्रिया सखे शन्तनोतु ते सर्वदा मुदं प्रार्थयामहे भवशतायुषी ईश्वरः सदा त्वां च रक्षतु प्रार्थयामहे भवशतायुषी ईश्वरः सदा त्वां च रक्षतु पुण्यकर्मणा कीर्तिमर्जया जीवनं तव भवतु सार्थकम् पामगामपादपामरेगमापमा जीवनं तव भवतु सार्थकम् रिरिरि गग मम पप भवतु सार्थकम्
Happy birthday,
Happy
Keerthana.
birthday, Keerthana.
Thank you so much. Yeah, it's all your blessings like Prabhuji's and Vijayji's that I'm coming so forward till here. And I need all of your blessings to move on.
Very nice, Keerthana. Thank you very much. And the song that you all heard today is a very special song. You know what all of us wished through that song? Is that may our iLeader Keerthana go from place to place. May our glory reach all over the world. As a iLeader, let her be known all over the world. And may our work be such that may a lot of people find benefit. So may such a wonderful deed happen through you, Keerthana. Happy birthday once again.
Thank you so much, Vijayji. I need all your blessings.
Very nice. Yes, Manya. What is the next step you want to take?
Tejas, I think he has something to say. Yes, Tejas.
They sing the same song in my school assembly when someone's birthday.
Birthday is there. Very nice.
Wonderful. If you all have observed the meaning of these songs that we sing, you will see how much more meaning the Sanskrit birthday song has. So this will be another topic for discussion in some other session. But before we move forward, I just want to tell you all, please don't forget in the next iLead session or in the next iLead program where we all will meet offline, don't forget to ask Keerthana for chocolates, okay? So remember, definitely ask her for that. Don't forget. You can
Kit
also...
Kat, Keerthana, Kit Kat. One big box of Kit Kat.
Yeah, it's like cake.
Sure.
So many Ks. Great. So we have an important announcement, but after the prayers, let us please go forward with the closing prayers.
1 minute. Do we have a recap of iLead lesson, Keerthana, or do we want to do it?
Yes, Vijayji.
Okay, sure.
Yeah, all of you might have seen the lesson 3. The title itself is so interesting. How many gods are there? Before going through all these iLead lessons, I used to wonder, how many gods are there? Ganesha, Krishna, Shiva. But as soon as you go through this lesson, you'll figure out how many gods are there. So this is a very interesting lesson. Those of you who haven't seen it, please go through the lesson. Now, whoever wants to share their understanding about this lesson can raise their hands. Anyone who wants to share their understanding?
Has anyone
It's
gone through the
actually
lesson
sent in the
2?
group.
What Keerthana is referring to, the lesson 2 in the module 1 of iLead?
It is sent in the group, the lesson 3, how many gods? Snigdha, Shreyas.
Okay. Keerthana looks
Snigdha?
like maybe they have not gone through it. Do you want to repeat the same one today, this week also?
Vijayji, your voice is breaking.
Am I audible?
Yes, now you are audible.
Looks like they have not gone through it. Do you want to repeat the same lesson this week also?
Yes, Vijayji.
So Snigdha, Yashchita, Shreyas, Tejas, Keerthana would be announcing the iLead lesson. She announces the iLead lesson on every Wednesday. Correct, Keerthana?
Yes, Vijayji, every and Friday.
Yeah, and then Friday she sends the quiz. So please complete that. These lessons are very short lessons, only 10-minute lessons. So then, you'll be able to answer the questions that she's asking.
Vijayji, so for the lesson 3, I'll be posting the quiz on Friday, or when should I post the quiz for the lesson 3?
Lesson looks like now they have not yet completed the lesson 2, right? So
no, Vijayji, the latest one is lesson 3.
Okay, what you sent last week is lesson 3, is it?
Yes, Vijayji.
Okay. Then can you please repeat the lesson 3 Wednesday and then Friday lesson 3 quiz?
Sure, Vijayji.
Yeah.
Over to Manya.
So all of you, please keep an eye on which iLead lesson is coming up, because that's packed with so much of knowledge. So keep an eye on that. Now let us please fold our hands, sit straight.
Manya, are you leading or do you want me to?
Yeah. Please chant along with me. There will be no repetition, but with your mics on mute. Oh, asato ma gamaya tamaso ma jyotirgamaya mrityorma amritam gamaya. Om, lead me from untruth, ignorance to truth, darkness to light, impermanence, death to impermanence, that is immortality. Om Purnamadaha Purnamidam Purnaat Purnamudachyate Purnasya Purnamadaya Purnamevavashishyate. Om. That is complete. This is complete. When completeness is removed from completeness, what remains is complete. When completeness is added to completeness, totality remains, is complete. Nanu nanembudu nalla ideha manabuddhi nanalla sachidanandatma shivananu nane shivoham shivoham shivoham. I am not the body. I am not the mind. I am not the intellect. I am pure consciousness, Shiva Swarupi. I am Satchit Ananda Swarupi. Antarjyotihi, Bahirjyotihi, Pratyakjyotihi, Paratparaha, Jyotirjyotihi, Swayam Jyotihi, Atmajyoti, Shivosmyaham. I am the supreme light of awareness, illuminating the outer world of objects, inner world of thoughts, and deep sleep state. I am the divine light of the nature of auspiciousness, Shiva Swarupi. Atmadarshanam, Brahmadarshanam, Brahmadarshanam, Satyadarshanam. Recognition of the self is the recognition of the whole. Recognition of the whole is the recognition of truth. Om Sahana Vavatu Sahanau Bhunaktu Sahaviryam Karavavahai Tejasvinavadhitamastu Ma Vidvishavahai. Om. May we all be protected. May we all be nourished. May we work together, sharing our energies. May our intellect be sharpened. May we be friends forever. Om. Sarve bhavantu sukhinah. Sarve santu niramayah. Sarve bhadrani pashyantu. Ma kaschid dukkha bhag bhavet. Sarvesham swastir bhavatu. Sarvesham shantir bhavatu. Sarvesham purnam bhavatu. Sarvesham mangalam bhavatu. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Om. May all be prosperous and happy. May all be free from illnesses. May all see what is uplifting. May no one suffer. May there be well-being in all. May there be peace in all. May there be completeness in all. May there be auspiciousness in all. Om. Peace, peace, peace. Lokaha samastaha sukhino bhavantu. Lokaha samastaha sukhino bhavantu. Lokaha samastaha sukhino bhavantu. May all beings be happy, healthy, and peaceful. Harihi Om Shri Gurubhyo Namaha. Harihi Om Tat Sat. Shri Krishna Arpanamastu. Thanking all the divine Atmajyotis once again for making today's Gita Satsang more special and divine. Coming to the final announcement that we have today. All of you are really excited about one thing from the past 1 month, and that is undoubtedly the Radhakrishna Challenge Cup, which is famously known as the Prahalad Challenge Cup. So we all are collecting so many RK points, attending classes, doing so many different things. But where are we all now in this journey? To understand where we all are in this journey, how many RK points we've collected so far, we will be announcing or releasing a leaderboard WhatsApp group very soon. And to be precise, it is the 4th of June, Sunday, when we will be releasing the leaderboard. So keep an eye on that and accelerate your journey even more, increase your pace, and see you all. I hope all of your names is seen in the leaderboard. Thanking you all once again. Hari Om. See you in the next class.
Thank you, Manya. Thank you, Keerthana. Thank you all the divine Atmajyotis. Thank you, Namit. Hari Om.
Hari Om.
Hari Om.
Hari Om Vijayji.